Hey everybody, it's Sally. Yes, I know I made a video yesterday and I don't usually like to wear out my welcome. But I figure if you come by my place, which is my channel, then I'm not wearing out my welcome. I can make as many videos as I feel inclined, and if you want to watch, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. But I just wanted to share, because I'm kind of on a roll with this theme of post-weight loss, maintenance phase, getting your you know what together so you don't fall back into old habits. And I've told you about these books. I'm just going to show them to you one more time. I'm going to read a passage from this one. Eat It Up by Connie Stapleton, which you can get through Weight Loss Surgery Foundation of America.org, WLFSA. You guys know what it is. It's a really wonderful book. And along the line with that is a book I bought before I even knew about these other books, Normal Eating for Normal Weight by Cheryl Cantor, The Path to Freedom from Weight Obsession and Food Cravings. This is not about weight loss surgery at all, but it is a uniquely effective step-by-step program to free people from compulsive urges and emotional eating. It's not a quick fix, but a real fix. So I haven't read this yet, but I am going to, and when I get to it, I'll share that too. And I got that off the internet. And then, of course, Dear Kay Bailey. I can't say enough nice things about Kay Bailey. She is a lovely woman, a lovely, lovely human being. She, of course, is famous for the 5-day pouch test, and that everyone steals left and right off the internet and YouTube to try to do, and that's just the nature of the beast. But I wanted to support Kay because I know this book is about the times after, and she's many years out. I want to see if it's on the back here how long out Kay is. No, I can't see it really quickly, but she's out into maintenance many years, and really gives a lot to our community. I don't know that she gets all the kudos she deserves, because she's a really lovely human being and a very wise woman who writes wonderful articles regarding weight loss surgery, and this is beyond the 5-day pouch test. So there, I'm going to read that, and I did just flip through it last night literally a flip, and the first thing that struck me that I loved was you know how we say hunger pangs? You know, that awful pang is like an angst-ridden, I've got to eat it, I'm having a pang, a hunger pang. She says, you know, post-surgery, and I hope to God, post into maintenance, it's a hunger ping. And that's exactly what I feel. I have hunger, but it's a ping compared to the pang that might have made me like want to chew my arm off before I had weight loss surgery. So, love Kay Bailey, sweetest lady, ordered this, sent me the sweetest handwritten note in the book, and just thank you, Kay. You're a very, very special human being. So there, I've gone on about Kay. I'm going to read her book next, or probably along with, but I wanted to read you a little excerpt from this book right now because it spoke to my heart, and I shared it with Rosemary online today, on the phone today, and I just think it's really, really pertinent, and if you have time over the weekend to mull it over and apply it, find those places that it applies in your own life, I think you'll see it will be a very effective tool. It's a great word picture is what it is. And those are things that I can really grab onto and keep because it's a word picture anecdote. And this is in chapter 2, and just so you know, it's on page 13. This is about our emotional life. Well, first let me just say, she writes a little blurb about why are you fat, and how many of us will say, well, it's my genetics, and it may well be. A lot of it is your genetic inclination. Oh well, someone was mean to me as a child or said a hurtful thing to me, and so I kind of stayed aside and didn't do exercise after that because people teased me about being uncoordinated, and so that led into it. Or my parents fought and screamed all the time, and so I comforted myself with food, and so that led into it. So I mean, there's a lot of things. But the bottom line is, we put it in our mouths. I mean, so it's just a very interesting way to look at it. So many things pool together that become the reason that we got heavy. Heavier than our sister or our brother or our parent or our friends. Were we born hypersensitive? I think I was born hypersensitive. And this little anecdote will share some of that with you. It's called Your Life as a Cup. And please, Connie Stapleton, I love you. I'm promoting you. Don't sue me. Okay. This is an anecdote from a lady telling a story to Connie in her working with this woman named Rhonda. Okay. This is a story her grandmother said to her mother. Grandma said, like every other child born into this world, I was born a full cup. A fully authentic person, a full cup. I was full of all the good stuff I would need to be happy in this world. I was full of all the good stuff I needed to be happy in this world. Excuse me as I phrase it incorrectly. I was full of love and kindness, joy and self-esteem. Hard to imagine, is it, that we were born with any self-esteem? Wonder and delight, compassion and generosity, faith and wisdom. My parents' job, Grandma said, was to not spill a single drop from my cup. Now picture it. You were born a full cup, full of self-esteem and love and grace and wisdom and insight and sensitivity and joy and wonder at the world. You were born that way. Your cup was full, and your parents' job was not to spill a drop out of your cup. Poor parents. I'm a parent. I've spilled many drops out of the cups of my daughters. Rhonda's eyes shone as she shared her mother's tale. My mother then apologized to me for spilling my cup when I was a child. What I realized, she went on to say after wiping a tear, is that I was raised more and more my cup was spilled. As I was raised, more and more my cup was spilled. Some by my parents, some by mean kids at school, teasing me on the playground. And then the worst thing of all happened. I started dumping it out myself. I have been nearly empty for a long time. It's like being spiritually bankrupt. The more that the good stuff got poured out, the more I ate, trying to fill up the cup to full and overflowing again. And then I got fat. I was no longer the person I was born into this world to be. How often have I said that on my videos, that I've just realized that this body that I'm struggling with, that I don't want to get too skinny, that won't be me. Well, you know, and then I had that realization that, heck yeah, who knows who I was supposed to be. At 145.8 right now, I don't know that I wasn't supposed to live my life at 135 pounds my whole life. I may never see it. I may never want to go there. But the point is, we don't know who we were born to be anymore. That got twisted and contorted a long time ago. Back to the book. Mom reminded me before she died that my authentic self is still inside of me. Your authentic self is still inside of you. A person created by God with a special purpose. I like to believe that. That makes it easier for me to live in this world and to feel good that God created me with a special purpose. She said she hoped I would try to find that person again. And that's when I decided to have bariatric surgery. That's a great story, isn't it? The empty cup. I wanted to find my authentic self. I wanted to get rid of the fat and find healthy ways to fill up my cup again and be who I was meant to be. And that's what we're all here for, isn't it? I mean, that's what I'm about. That's one of the reasons I've bought 3 books on maintenance and learning how to cope with the stuff that will keep you from sliding back when the restriction is less, when you can eat more, when you don't dump as much perhaps. Some people after RNY, year down the road, years plus, people put on their weight back on. At least a 10 to 20 pound jump, that's what I'm expecting. But I don't want to give in and slide all the way back to where I came from. And I know nobody here wants to either. So I wanted to share that cup story with you. Think of yourself as that full cup you were born to be. Try to have some quiet time. Oh, I'm going to sound like a guru now. Just excuse me as if you were here in my living room, I would be talking about this. I'd be going, if we could spend some time thinking about that image, and then, maybe that image will stop us from putting the wrong stuff in our cup. Try to ingrain that image. I try to burn it right here. I don't want to be an empty cup, and I want to fill it up with all the good things, and I want all those good things for you too, my friends. So have a good weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your downtime, and think about yourself and how important you are to me and to your family and those that you love. See you next week. Bye.